everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Behind me is a very special plant. It is a new one that we've grown here at Sheltering Woods called a Roselle Hibiscus. I can't remember the scientific name right now, but I will put it down below. This hibiscus is the type that you find in hibiscus tea, or you can buy like a hibiscus syrup with a little calyxes in them. Anyway, we got this seed from Tyrant Farms. Just on their website they were telling about them growing it and said, oh, the first commenter will get a packet of seeds. So I wanted to try something new, so I commented and I was able to get that seed. Actually, I did grow it last year. We got sent the seed last year, but it got hit by frost. We put it out too early. So that was too bad. We didn't get to grow it last year, but this year it has done spectacular, and I am so happy to share it with you. I will move and you can look at it a little bit better. And it's this plant all the way down here. It's a little bit of a spindly plant, but it is absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, it has these lovely dark burgundy red stems with these bright green leaves that have that burgundy color coming through the veining. So it's a really gorgeous plant. And then let's see if I can find an open bloom. I might not be. So this time of day they tend to close up. There isn't one, but that's okay. So this is an example of the bloom. It's a pretty yellow with kind of a rose blush on the edge, and when it doesn't get much wider than this, maybe about 2 inches wide when it's fully open, and then it has this really pretty red throat down there. And the part of the plant that you eat is actually the spent flower, the casing around the flower. So I had this one where it hasn't bloomed yet, and then it still has this casing, but then you have one over here that has already bloomed. You can see the spent bloom in there. You can sometimes pull it out, and and there's this casing of the seed pod called a calyx. You just pluck it off. Let's get a better view. So you just pluck it off like that, and you can eat this whole thing. But before you do, there's a seed pod inside, and you don't want to eat that. So you can just tear the edge off and pluck the seed pod out. Or if you're really good, I'm not, you can just stick your finger, inside of that calyx and get the seed. But that's what it looks like. And this is what you would eat. So you could either dry it fresh, or you can make jellies or syrups or pies, or put it in quick breads, sweet breads, anything you want. In Florida or the South, it's called the Florida Cranberry because it has a flavor much like a cranberry. It's kind of sweet and tart at the same time. It's really good. Actually, I had someone over and tried it for the first time, and they said that these little bits on the end sticking out have much more of a punch than the pieces up above. So that's kind of interesting to know. Yeah, so I've been picking them, the calyxes that are ready, and I've been drying them for tea, but I think I might also try to make some syrup out of them. We'll see. It all depends on how much time I have. The last thing I want to show you, oh, there's a little bee on there. The last thing I want to show you is the almost mature seed pods. So they get really big. Here's another one with the outer shell still on. So, and they get big really fast, so you really want to be on top of your harvest, because if you want to eat a lot, you don't want a whole bunch of giant seed pods and not much of the edible part. But do leave some of the seed pods because you want to grow these for next year. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I am harvesting and I'm also leaving some of the seed pods. Yeah, so if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you've grown the Roselle Hibiscus in the past or this year, let me know how it went and some of your favorite recipes for using it. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and don't forget to subscribe for some more episodes. Bye!